Henry Cavill! Cavs, how's it going? You want my advice? Well, as a Superman fan and a big fan of yours, Cavs, this is an honour. Go on. You want to know how I feel, what kind of Wolverine you would make? Oh, Henry, it just wouldn't work, mate. Keep playing Superman. Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here, and you are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, and welcome to Monday's edition of the DCEU Daily. Yes, welcome to Monday's edition of the DCEU Daily, and it's the start of another week, of course, of new editions of the DCEU Daily, and hopefully this week we get lots of news about Superman, the Snyder Cut. Incidentally, Zack Snyder posted a picture of Cyborg on Vero. So if you're on Vero and you missed it, go check it out. Really interesting. He says something on the post about here he is with no arm, or tearing it up, or something like that, because I think he lost one of his arms because obviously Steppenwolf ripped it off. So finally, Zack Snyder, now he's really busy with his Netflix zombie movie as well. So it's good of him to post something, and it's very exciting. So right, now we have to talk about the title of the video. Henry Cavill is rumoured to be the guy who's got the kind of unenviable task of being the next Wolverine, the next Logan. Apparently, he's Kevin Feige's top choice. Do you know how much this would piss me off? How much? No, you don't. No, you don't understand. We are all so desperate to hear something about him signing his DCEU contract, being Superman again in his own movie, an epic movie that everyone can enjoy, and maybe cameoing in Aquaman as well. And the last thing we want as DC fans, DCEU fans, or Henry Cavill fans is to hear that sod, Feige, has taken him from underneath our faces, right? Or whatever the saying is, right? That would be terrible. MCU fans would be trolling us. It would be ridiculous. It would be the most ridiculous situation you've ever heard of. And you know what would make it worse? Henry Cavill would be absolutely fantastic as Wolverine. He would. Close your eyes and think about it. Let's all do it. You open your eyes again? He, with the makeup, with the sideburns, everything. He's got the physique. He would be awesome. Now, of course, Hugh Jackman. Very hard to replace. And I think even MCU fans would be a bit pissed off by this casting, because they don't think Henry Cavill's worth much. He's from the DCEU. They'll be idiots saying it. But let me tell you straight, if he got the job, he would be brilliant. He would be a great Wolverine and Logan. And there's part of me that would even be excited about it. But as a diehard DCEU fan and Superman fan, this would break my heart, my friends. And I'm sure it will break your hearts as well. It's absolutely something that cannot happen. Do you know what, WB? I'm fed up of this now. And I did a rant video a couple of weeks ago. But I'm just fed up of talking about this. Just tell us one way or the other. And another thing, I hate these sites going on about, oh, you know, Superman needs a rest, and that's why and the DCEU are going to arrest Superman because it was Superman's fault that Justice League failed. What? What? It wasn't Superman's fault Justice League failed. It was the way he was represented in the movie. And that wasn't the key element why the film failed. It was because they took Zack Snyder's film and tore it to pieces and got somebody else to film and write new scenes. That's why it flopped. That was the issue. Stop blaming Superman. Superman had nothing to do with this. So I read this in a rumour yesterday about Henry Cavill maybe playing Wolverine. And, you know, I thought about this a long time. I thought, shall I talk about it on a video? I mean, there have been rumours about Henry being cast to play an MCU character for a very long time now, and I'm surprised we've never discussed it on here before. My apologies, because it needs to be discussed, because this situation with Henry's contract, whether or not he's going to play Superman again, has gone on for far too long, and this studio, as much as I love Warner Brothers, are really beginning to test my patience. They're really beginning to piss me off. What is so difficult? You don't want to announce the Snyder Cut? That's fine. But this is something in your remit. He's either going to play Superman or he's not going to play Superman. But make your bloody minds up and just tell us, because rumours like this are going to keep on coming. whether they're true or not. But as I say, this will be just like Feige, just like he did with Captain America Civil War, where he literally made exactly the same film as BVS. He made that version a success, and of course we know what happened with BVS. It would just be like him to grab Cavill, who many people actually don't like as Superman, and also many people do. I love him as Superman. And if you subscribe to my channel, you probably like him as Superman. And if you don't, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, of course. This is not a dictatorship. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. But it would be just like Feige to grab this guy who's been a kind of controversial as Superman, not because of Henry, but because of certain situations, of course, people not being happy the way the character was executed. It would be just like kind of this situation to have an actor whose kind of divided audiences go into another role which should be really difficult to fill because the other actor was an icon, the way he played Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and actually make it a success. Yeah, I reckon Henry Cavill would be a successful Wolverine, and once the fans actually saw him, they wouldn't be concerned about it. And this is my big worry now. My worry isn't that this is just a silly rumour. My worry is that it's actually true.